Hi, I'm Todd Piggott, Managing Member of the ZINC Income Fund. I wanted to take a few minutes today to share an important update with all of our investors. We're making a pivot, a very big pivot that I believe makes the ZINC Income Fund even safer, stronger, and more efficient moving forward, effective this month. For the past few years, we've been operating in 38 states across the country. And while that's been a tremendous opportunity because there was market lift, we're making a very strategic move. We're bringing it all back home to California. With a specific emphasis, we're refocusing the fund on what we call the ZINC community. That's 11 counties right here in Central California, stretching from Kern up through Sacramento and then west over to San Luis Obispo. Those 11 counties represent 9.5 million people that we know best. And that's where we've been lending, flipping, and rehabbing homes for nearly 2 decades. We're the largest rehabber in Central California, almost 500 homes. Let me tell you why we're doing this. It's all about protecting our investors and their hard-earned principal. When we lend inside the ZINC community, we're operating in the same neighborhoods where ZINC Realty, our sister company, is active. That gives us a very unique advantage. If a loan ever goes into default, ZINC Realty can immediately step in and buy that from the fund at par. They buy that property at par, remove it from the fund, get that money back into circulation within the fund, and then ZINC Realty handles the rehab for themselves for the purpose of extraction. It's efficient, it's controlled, and it's protective of the capital of my investors, my family, and my friends within the fund. In these cases, ZINC Realty is not trying to make a profit. In fact, it's probably going to take a slight loss. Minimal. Why? Well, because there's mounting property taxes, forced place insurance, and even some foreclosure fees. But that's not what it's about. What it's about is speed, efficiency, and stability for the fund. And that's how we protect our investors and keep distributions consistent, even when the unexpected happens. We're also making this shift because of the control within these 11 counties. We have everything we need. We have local crews we know very well. Some of them have been with us for 15 years. We have our own rehab teams. We have our own mobile construction trailer that we can deploy anywhere with just a few hours. If that project goes south that we lent money on, we're there. Boots on the ground, tools in hand, within hours. We can take over that property, clear the pest, do some inspection reports, clear the HVAC, roofing, and get it ready for resale very quickly for extraction. That's what allows us to extract from defaults quickly and keep the fund liquid and fully performing. Typically, when a default occurs, we move very fast. We file the notice of default within 21 days. In some cases, if there's a promise to pay or an alternate exit strategy, we might wait a little bit longer and work through that. But generally, we're very, very aggressive about protecting our investors. And typically, we file within about a month. Conventional lenders might wait 6 months to a year, but I'm invested in the fund and I'm not going to wait that long. Once that notice is recorded, the borrower has about 60 to 90 days to cure that default. If they don't, we move to a notice of sale, publishing the notice of sale in 3 consecutive notices in a paper of general circulation, and then holding the sale at the place of our choosing. We hold it at the courthouse steps, or an office building, or wherever we want. If nobody outbids us, it reverts to ZINC. We take full control. From there, we send our trailer and our crews, we rehabilitate it, we list it, and we liquidate quickly, extracting our principal and keeping the capital in motion and performing at all times. It's a process that we've refined over many, many years, and it works very, very well. Only 1 to 3% of our loans actually reach default, and many of those cure before it ever gets to sale. But when they don't, our speed and experience right here within the ZINC community in those 11 counties ensure we've made the fund whole and that your capital is always protected. Right now, currently, we do have a few out-of-state foreclosures, and we're in the 4th quarter of wrapping those up. Several are already listed or in escrow, and we're nearly finished liquidating those assets. After that, we're fully committed and fully focused right here in Central California, where my family lives, where I live, and a lot of my investors are located. I'll share with you that Central California is one of the fastest growing areas of the entire nation. There's actually even still appreciation here. The rest of California is about neutral, and on the East Coast, we're actually seeing signs of depreciation, especially Florida, Texas, and a few other states. So it's very important that I put our investors' capital right here, where I can see it, watch it, touch it, and physically control it.